Hey everybody, Erica with the K here. Today's video is going to be a rose with no gold eyeshadow look, but I am going to be doing the whole face. So we're going to start off with a clean face that's moisturized. We're going to put concealer on our lid like we always do, and then we're going to pat it down with the Beauty Blender. Then we're going to go in with the transitional color. If you're new here, a transitional color is going to set down that concealer so that if you put a color on it, it doesn't get stuck in one spot, and a transitional color should be close to your natural color. Then we're going to go in with the rose color, and we're just going to do super soft motions. I left a lot of this in the video because I want you guys to see, but it's super soft windshield wiper motions. We're going to be concentrating on the outer corner, and then we slightly drag it in to the inner corner. You don't want too much product on the inner corner of the eye. You want to concentrate that on the outer corner of the eye. You're also doing the upper part of the lid, but you're leaving room underneath your eyebrow so that it's light and airy there and it doesn't look too dark. You want to keep this eye open, and I have hooded eyes. I know a lot of people don't believe me when I say that, but I do have hooded eyes, and this is a trick that helps my hooded eyes not seem so hooded by putting the makeup up a little bit higher. Then we're going to go in with a shimmer shade. This is all from the Your Shadows, I think it's called, beauty palette. It's in my Amazon affiliate link, but I'm pretty sure it's sold out at this point. It's amazing. It was like $13 for like 40 shades or something absolutely ridiculous. But any shimmer shade would do for this. And we're just going to use our finger. You can also use a wet brush to do this, but I like to use my finger. And then we're going to go in with my signature look. If you guys have been here before, you guys know that I always pump a little black in the corner and then I blend it out. So I go in with a more precise brush to put the product on the corners. And then I take the same fluffy brush that I was using before to apply the rose color with windshield wiper motions, and I go in with that. I don't add any product to the brush. I literally just go in and I brush it up, and this just helps create depth between the upper part of my lid and the lower part of my lid, which also helps hooded eyes. I left a lot of this in because I want you guys to see. I do go back and forth between the more precise MAC brush. I'm basically always using MAC brushes, but I do go back and forth between the more precise brush, but I never add more product. It's literally like just product that's on that brush. I'm not dipping it back into the black, and I'm not dipping it back into the rose color. But I am going to go back and forth between them and focus it always on the outer corner and then just slightly drag it in. I am not hurting my eyelids when I'm doing this, so don't think that you have to have a heavy hand. Less is more. Okay, you guys get the point. Then I'm going to go in with the eyeliner. I usually do this off camera because it's very, very hard to do in the viewfinder. So I'm only going to do a little bit here, and then we're going to go off camera. After that, I'm going to take an eyeliner, and it's not a liquid and it's not a pen. It's one of the ones that twist up. I want to call it a kohl, but it's not a kohl eyeliner. But that's what I put on the waterline, and I'm going with black for both. Then I'm going to do the Tinted Moisturizer that I always do. This is the Australian Gold in Deep Dark. I happen to like a darker complexion on me than I do a lighter one. So I just go in. I left a lot of this in as well because I think it's really important to show you how important it is to blend. Always blend. Literally the most important thing you can do. I had very short hair at the time, so I always go into my hairline. I make sure that I go under my eyes. I don't want it streaky, and I also don't want by my jawline for it to have like a defined line where my tinted moisturizer ends and my neck begins. I want that to be very subtle and not noticeable. And I do a tinted moisturizer in replace of foundation. If you guys have been here, you guys know that that's like another one of my signature moves. But if you guys are new here, that's what I do. Then I put some concealer under my eye. I use my finger, and then I blend it out again with the Beauty Blender. This is very important. I tried to keep a bit of this in, but then I started talking to my husband, who's actually like sitting behind me during this video. We were like talking, so I had to cut some of it out. But this is very important, and I like to conceal a lot of the under eye area, especially because I don't use foundation. Instead, I use a tinted moisturizer, and that doesn't really cover blemishes. That just kind of tints your skin. So I do put a lot of concealer under my eye, but I spread it out very thin, and yeah, it's not like it's heavy under my eye, but it does cover a large area of my under eye. When I'm done with that, I'm going to go in with the RCMA setting powder, and I'm just going to bake under my eyes. I think I might be the only person who still does this, but I absolutely love the look of it. So I just let this sit under my eye, and then I go in with my contour slash bronzer. I know I said this in a video, but if you are new here, I generally use my bronzer and my contour as the same products because my bronzer doesn't have shimmer in it. So I'm able to carve out my cheekbones with it, which is nice. I do C shapes, which is where a bronzer would sit on your face, especially with, where the sun would hit, where you'd get a natural tan. That's where you want to put a bronzer. If you're using it as a contour as well, you'd also want to do your jawline, but I have a defined jawline, so I don't do that. Then I take a clean brush, and by clean brush, I mean a brush that I only use for this purpose, and that is to remove the setting powder under my eye. You want to make sure you don't have any white stuff left, no like powder stuck underneath your eye, and you want to make sure you use a brush that you only use for that because you don't want to be putting any product underneath your eye. Then I'm going to go in with the So Retrograde by Kathleen Lights and ColourPop, and it's a blush. It's just really pretty. I put it on the apples of my cheeks, and I like to smile when I do this so that I see where it's going to sit. This would be a great time to go in and color in your brows, but I have my powder brows done, so I don't need to color in my brows. You guys can definitely check out my powder brow journey. I have an entire YouTube playlist dedicated to that, so go check that out. Powder brows. Okay, then I'm going to go in and I'm going to curl my lash, and then right after I curl it, I apply mascara to it. I'm not using any lashes in this, so it's very important to really coat your lashes because this is what truly opens up the eye. I don't know if you guys are familiar with putting on fake lashes or not, but if you guys do put on fake lashes, you know that it instantly changes your makeup look. So since we're not doing that, you just really want to coat the lash. Then everything I do to one eye, of course I do to the other. So I'm going in and I am curling and applying mascara. Then I'm going to put some mascara on the bottom lashes. And then after that, we're basically done. I'm just going to do my lips. So that's basically it. I hope you guys like this video. I hope you guys like how I'm editing these videos and explaining it to you. Let me know. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys later.